A total of 8 players, including 2 liberos. So it'll be interesting to see how head coach Corey Marks goes about his rotation this afternoon. On the Loyola side of things, meanwhile, it is very business as usual. JJ Sawa is at libero. Berg, Mikkelsen, Shosha, Smits, Van Ooyen, Schellinger, Klein, Fabakovic rounded out as we are underway here in Chicago. Out to the far side, first attack soft over by Fabakovic. Strong block, but too strong by the Ramblers as Will Sutphin, the redshirt freshman from Kissimmee, Florida, picks up the first kill of the afternoon. Sutphin hitting 162 on the season. Second serve to start the day here for Quentin Heumann, true freshman out of Lee's Summit, Missouri. Smits Van Ooyen setting up there for Klein. Rockhurst got enough of it at the net as Schellinger went diving. Fabakovic on the far side. Nice one-handed effort by Ryan Collins, the libero. Good blocking by the Ramblers, kept alive though by Sutphin. Fabakovic tries again, and again it's dug out by Collins. And Collins over, great defense on this point from Rockhurst. From the back row, Schellinger gets the first Rambler kill of the afternoon. Highlighted him in the pre-match, Schellinger, the UCSD transfer, where he was an honorable mention All-American. It's kill number 73 for him. Alex Smits Van Ooyen, the setter this season in the absence of the injured Ryan McGilligan. As that attack by Sutphin is wide and a point for Loyola. Get a look there at the blocking unit of Fabakovic, Klein, and Shosha. Smits Van Ooyen averaging over 11 assists per set. That's second best in the nation. Nice quick reflexes by a couple Ramblers. And that's an easy kill for Shea Spadaro, his first of the afternoon. On the assist from setter Tyler Zippe, the sophomore from St. Louis. Wesley Yusk, the grad transfer from Lewis, to serve. Opportunity for a bigger role with this young Rockhurst program. Fabakovic, his first kill. Fabakovic, who's taken a slightly smaller role offensively this season. He was really the number 2 attacking option last year to Parker Van Buren. But we've seen Schellinger and Shosha both get a bit more run, and Fabakovic doing a bit more of everything this year. Klein, Smits Van Ooyen, give and go for Aiden Klein on the kill. Hitting about .550 so far this season, Klein, the junior from Evanston. First year he's been a full-time starter, and he has looked the part. Fabakovic now to serve. Zippe to the near side, off the block. And we've got the Hawks in the net. Official on the near side, I think, ruling that when he landed Spadaro, he interfered with the spacing of the Loyola players crossing the center line, as it's another serve for Fabakovic on a 5-2 lead for the Ramblers early on here in set number 1. And that's an unforced error from Sutphin. It's a Rockhurst team that's, to put a team together, had previously been at Eastern Nazarene College in Quincy, Massachusetts. Also had stops at Florida International and Johnson and Wales Universities. Has experience with the U.S. youth national teams. As that serve was in the net from the Ramblers. Timeout at least doing its job to that extent. As Sutphin will serve now for Rockhurst. Fabakovic, Smits Van Ooyen, Shosha, first time I've called his name today. And that's a strong block. It won't quite stay in though off of Shosha and Klein. Point Rockhurst. Smits Van Ooyen all the way across. Schellinger straight down the line. Never had the inside of the post. And all of a sudden, just a 1-point set here. 5 serving 6. Serve in the net. It's actually been really the only obvious weakness for this Loyola team this season is they're averaging 4.5 service errors per set. Rockhurst, meanwhile, commit just 3.2. Aiden Klein serving for the Ramblers. That's pushed by the left hand of Spadaro, but wide and long, point to Loyola. Been a really busy week for both of these teams, but they'll both have at least a few days off after this one. Ramblers back to conference action on Thursday. Big, strong block. There might have been 3 Ramblers involved, but it was dug out, and eventually it's a kill for Spadaro. His 3rd already of this first set. We take another look. Just some quick reaction by Sutphin and Human make that possible, as now Spadaro will serve. 12 aces, 40 errors for him on the season from beyond the service line. And the reaction's not quick enough that time. Point Loyola. It was Berg Mikkelsen, the 7'2" Copenhagen native freshman, on the attack that time. Keeping that alive, and what's the ruling gonna be here? It's a point for Loyola. It went around the post. Good effort by Tyler Zippe. Another serve here for Shosha, the Quincy transfer. Native of Zrenjanin in Serbia. Shea Spadaro looking for some clarification on the call. But it was outside the post. And if you're a Rockhurst fan, you might say ball don't lie as that serve goes in the net by Shosha. Aaron DeRoy to serve, sophomore from St. Louis. Hitting .495 from his middle position this season. Been one of the standout performers. That's close to the net. But Berg Mikkelsen cleans it up after a nice job by Spitz Van Ooyen to keep that alive and not allow the front row of Rockhurst to just put that away. To get a look there at number 5, who dwarfs even his very, very tall teammates. Schellinger serving for the Ramblers. Dug out there by Sawa. Schellinger forward and Fabakovic over. Collins. Zippe. That's off the net. Schellinger got there. Fabakovic again. It took a deflection, stayed in bounds anyway. And a point for the Ramblers and a kill for Fabakovic. Take another look. Fabakovic's 2nd kill for the Czechia native. Schellinger with that very high service toss gets the ace. His 4th of the season. Schellinger, a Lake Park High School grad, went out to San Diego for his first 4 years. Played 78 matches for UCSD. And now a bit of a homecoming to finish out his collegiate career as that serve is long. Schellinger thought it took a nick on its way through. Referees say no. And now Zippe to serve. Fabakovic, Spitz Van Ooyen, Shosha from the back row. Had enough power behind it for the kill. Shosha hitting .321 on the season, 4.34 kills per set. Leads the Maiva in kills per set. Zippe, far side, long. Referees say it took a deflection, and it's a point for Rockhurst. Ramblers still up 5 here in the opening set. Beat the Hawks 3-1 last year. Smits Van Ooyen, another back row attack for Shosha. Zippe was in position, fought for at the net, and it'll be a point for the Hawks. Quentin Human to serve. Only actually played 2 years of high school volleyball at Lee Summit North. Fabakovic's attack is long. And a point for Rockhurst. And another serve here for Human. 4 aces, 12 airs on the year for him. Schellinger, Smits Van Ooyen fought for it, came right back to him. Sawa, Shosha from the back row. Finds the open space for the kill. His second. And now Alex Smits Van Ooyen to serve. Second in the nation in assists per set. Not bad for a guy who wasn't supposed to be in that job this season. And great reaction by Smits Van Ooyen. Fabakovic off the block. Shosha, Smits Van Ooyen tried to give it right back, but accidentally put it over the net. Blocked by Klein. Here comes Spadaro, denied. Fabakovic, Klein, and Shosha put the wall up. Got a front row seat here on the replay. Looks like it was Klein who had the decisive intervention. And we have a challenge by Rockhurst. They're arguing that the Ramblers were in the net. And that challenge was immediate. I didn't see it there, but referee, I don't even know if he had time to look at the screen, but if he did, it was a very quick look, and it's a net violation on the Ramblers and a point to Rockhurst. So Wesley Yusk will serve. Leading blocker on this Rockhurst team. Smits Van Ooyen, the back set for Fabakovic. Long. And a bit of a tough spell right now for Loyola. Rockhurst back within 2. No timeout taken yet by Shane Davis in this first set. Letting the Ramblers figure it out on the floor for now. Fabakovic. Smits Van Ooyen brought it back. Fabakovic. Unconventional, but got it done. His third kill, and he'll serve Fabakovic. Long run here for Zippe. Smits Van Ooyen, Fabakovic with the set. Schellinger, Smits Van Ooyen, Sawa, Shosha just had to scoop that up and over. Zippe, quickly, there went DeRoy. Ramblers were ready. Schellinger off the block, kept alive. What a play there by Human. Off the Rambler block we play on. Zippe, quick set. DeRoy, that's blocked out of play, and a point for Rockhurst. They're back within 2. DeRoy, the only Hawk to play every set so far this season. This is 45th. Sutphin to serve. The Ohio State transfer. Aiden Klein making it look easy. Straight up, straight down for the kill. His second. Sub for the Ramblers as in comes the serving specialist, Lucas Anderson. Anderson, the lefty, just skimmed the top of the net with that one. Smits Van Ooyen, Fabakovic, Schellinger did enough. Ramblers back up 4. 7 points from taking this opening set. And another serve for Anderson. This one in the net. Just his 10th miss this year, though. As he'll sub back out, and Klein comes back in. Klein right back out to the current rotation with Sawa in the back row. Spadaro to serve, but serve long. If you look at the stats right now so far in this set, it's been errors by the Ramblers that have made the difference. 3 blocking errors, 4 service errors, accounting for almost half of Rockhurst's points. Nice dig by Sawa, Smits Van Ooyen, Shosha. They want to call that was an over from the back row, and referees thought about it and now make the call belatedly, but I think they did get it right. Shosha's foot was on the line. So that goes down as another Rambler error. Now 8 of Rockhurst's 16 points on Loyola mistakes. Schellinger, no mistake there for the kill. Gets the Ramblers up to 20. Schellinger will serve. He's got somebody asking him to be his Valentine in the crowd. Zippe. Nice dig by Sawa, kept alive by Fabakovic. Schellinger, a big swing. Zippe for Sutphin, dug out by Schellinger. Sawa toward the stands. Schellinger on the run, got a lot of it. Ramblers say there was a touch, referees say no. And they are gonna challenge. Loyola were pretty adamant. All turn to look at Shane Davis, and he says we'll take a look. And does it touch the fingertips of Wesley Yusk? That is the question. It's that left ring finger, I think. See if this gives us anything better. Hard to see. It certainly goes below the level of some of his fingertips, but does it hit any of them on the way through? If it doesn't, he got lucky. Let's take another look at this view. I was wrong. This ball goes between his hands. So it's those fingers in the middle. Looks like his index fingers on both hands that are the question. Does that left index finger flick back there a little bit? Looks like it might. But is that enough video evidence to overturn the call? As it stands, the call on the floor is an attack error by Schellinger. And the call is going to stand. Not enough video evidence to say definitively one way or the other. Call on the floor stands, and it's 17 serving 20. Rockhurst not done yet in this first set. And Zippe serving out of the challenge timeout. Berg Mikkelsen for the kill.
Regular kill number 5, Oscar Berg Mikkelsen. Substitution entry for Loyola.
As checking in for Loyola is Aiden Delorier, freshman who's played as a serving specialist, complimenting Anderson. The Eastport, New York native. Zippe from the back row. That's really well played by Spadaro. Well read, and he'll get a kill as credit. His 5th already of this first set. As I mentioned, he only had 7 last night in that loss to Lewis. And J.J. Sawa back into the back row as Human will serve. Smits Van Ooyen setting for Fabakovic. Daniel gets his 4th kill of the set. We take another look. Nice angle on that one. 22-18 Ramblers. Smits Van Ooyen, bit of a knuckleball on that serve. Well blocked by Klein. And another block, but is that wide? Did it make any contact? Point Hawks. The Hawks have had some success there getting to the pin and just knocking attacks off of Loyola blockers. Sawa, Smits Van Ooyen, Fabakovic caught the line. 14th assist of the opening set for Alex Smits Van Ooyen. That serve is just long by Fabakovic. Back and forth we go down the stretch of this first set. Sutphin to serve. Fabakovic, Smits Van Ooyen. Shosha, that came right back. Fabakovic, Smits Van Ooyen, shelling her off the block, right to Human. Zippe, Spadaro, did that take a deflection? It did. Point Hawks. And Loyola will take their first timeout of this first set. Rockhurst back within 2 here late in the opening frame. Loyola 23, Rock bench. Another serve for Sutphin, looking to get the Hawks within a point. Fabakovic, Smits Van Ooyen, Shosha for the kill. Shosha gets his 3rd of the set, and it's set point for the Ramblers. Aiden Klein to serve for it, to leave the big man out there this time. And his serve goes in the net. It remains set point. Spadaro to serve. And he blasts it long, just the 3rd service error of the opening set for Rockhurst, but it's the decisive point in the end. From 04 to 2015. Won that 25-team national championship. Became the head coach only a year after graduating from Loyola. Spent 8 seasons, did Davis, as the head coach of the Northwestern women's team before returning to Loyola last year. In any case, though, very much staying local to the north side. Berg Mikkelsen will get the serving started here in set number 2. Collins, Zippe brought it back, and a kill to start things off for Spadaro. His 7th of the match, matching last night's total. First server of set 2 is Wesley Yusk for the Hawks. Smits Van Ooyen, Aiden Klein. His 3rd kill. Ramblers really spread the offense out in that first set. Fabakovic with 5 kills leads the way. But Berg, Mikkelsen, Shosha, Schellinger, Klein now all on 3. Smits Van Ooyen serving. Zippe. That's wide. No contact made by the Ramblers. Point Loyola. Another serve for Smits Van Ooyen. Taking it upon himself there was Fabakovic. Nice aggression there by 28 in maroon. Nice dig by Sawa, or an attempted dig, I should say. Just couldn't quite scoop that off the floor on a nice attack by Aaron DeRoy. Sutphin serving. Fabakovic, not the pass he had in mind. And that's just long, as it's a point for Rockhurst. They have a full week off after this. Their next matchup is against Central Christian College back in Kansas City next Saturday. Sawa. And a kill for Klein.
Loyola kill number 27, Aiden Klein. Now serving number 28, Daniel Fabakovic.
Fabakovic to serve. Human, Zippe, and a nice kill for Spadaro. Spadaro 8 kills now. We're knotted up at 4 here early in set 2. Let's look at Shea's stat line. Very much has bounced back from last night. Smits Van Ooyen setting for Klein. Aiden's got his 3rd kill of the set already. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I suppose. And that's something that Rockhurst will have to find an answer to. As Loyola have been attacking the middle to start this set, Klein now will serve. Put a lot behind that one. Collins dug it out, though. And that's just a miss in the end there by DeRoy. Rockhurst say they want a challenge, and they will make one. First challenge of the match by Rockhurst. Let's see if there's a touch here. And this might be another case like we saw in the first set where the video evidence just doesn't prove conclusive one way or the other. I think we're looking at Shosha's left hand. No, the call is reversed. Point to Rockhurst. And it's 5-all. And so after that, it's DeRoy serving. Sawa, Smits Van Ooyen, Schellinger. Nice dig there by Sutphin. That's through the block and a point for Rockhurst. They take the lead, 6-5. Human gets the kill. Schellinger, Smits Van Ooyen right back to him. Easy ball here for Rockhurst. Smits Van Ooyen, Schellinger again. That'll do. You might have looked at the respective records and the respective performances against the Lewis Flyers and expected this to be an easy day for Loyola, but there really are no easy matches at this level of collegiate volleyball. What a block by Berg Mikkelsen.
Oscar Bird Mickelson.
Shosha, big toss. And that's long. And Rockhurst are going to challenge again. They're not so sure. And they are going to challenge. Will Sudfin was pretty adamant there. And the thing about challenges in college volleyball, of course, is as long as you're winning them, you could just Shosha serving again. Off the scoreboard. Berg Mikkelsen was ready. From the back row, Fabakovic. Really well done there by Sutphin. And over, free ball for Loyola. Sawa, Smits Van Ooyen, slammed down by Berg Mikkelsen. Oscar working his way into the match here in the second set. Shosha again with that high top spin toss. All the way across. That's really well done overall on that point. Spadaro, Zippe, and Quentin Human then on the end of it with the kill. Gets his third of the day to go along with those 3 digs. And Zippe serving. Schellinger. Schellinger picks up his 5th of the day. Schellinger to serve. Human. Zippe back for Human off the block, and Smits Van Ooyen reacted well. Fabakovic. Daniel Fabakovic gets his team leading 6th kill of the afternoon. And the Ramblers have opened up a 4-point lead. They're on a 5-1 run. Human, Zippe, Sutphin did well there given that he stumbled a bit. And then that's just a miss. A little rushed there in the end, I think, by Quentin Human. And Schellinger gets to serve again with a 5-point lead. And that serve hits Fabakovic. Service airs 7-3 Loyola. Human to serve. Had some side spin on that toss. Smits Van Ooyen, the back set. Shosha. Zippe got the dig. Sutphin kept it alive. Free ball. Sawa. Smits Van Ooyen from the back row. Schellinger. So important at the top level. You have to convert those free point opportunities. Look there at the stat line for Fabakovic. Anderson in to serve. Zippe got that close enough to Spadaro. Fabakovic, nice reaction time there. Shosha, big swing, hit the post. Maybe just went for a bit there, bit too much there, Alexander Shosha.
Now serving for Rockhurst, number 10, Wesley Yusk.
Yusk serving. Yusk missing, long.
Point Greenwooders, service error. Now serving number 16, Alex Smith, Vanguard.
Spadaro, Zippe, punched over there by DeRoy. Fabakovic, no. Cut it a bit too wide there on the angle.
Point Hawks, out of bounds.
Rockhurst back within 4. Fabakovic, Schellinger with the set. Shosha. Lead here over the Rockhurst Hawks, where they also lead 1-0. Spadaro, Zippe, and that is deflected in a point for the Hawks. Kind of happened in slow motion there. But in the end, it is a Hawks point and another serve for Spadaro. 8 kills, leads all players. Sawa, Smits Van Ooyen all the way across and punched home by Schellinger for the kill. His 7th to lead the Ramblers. And asking any one player to fill the shoes of Parker Van Buren for this Loyola team, that's nigh on impossible, but a lot of credit has to go to Josh Schellinger for the way he's taken on that outside hitter role and been really, really productive there. Delorier in to serve for Loyola. And Schellinger shows he can do some work on the block too.
Point Ramblers, Loyola block, number 20, Josh Schellinger.
Just take another look at this. Schellinger's got some serious hops. I say he's only 6'5", but it makes him look pretty regular out there. Delorier serving again. Long run for Zippe. And then it's long. And Rockhurst will take a timeout as Loyola now lead by 7. And out of the media timeout, they've kept it rolling, winning 3 of the 4 points since that brief break. Rockhurst do have 1 timeout remaining if they want it. Take a look here at some of the highlights so far from set 2. Aiden Klein, he had 3 kills early on. Big number 27 to help the Ramblers get going, but Rockhurst were fighting well. Fabakovic there at the net, initially winning that point, but then that was overturned on challenge. Loyola, though, did not let that slow them down, and they've been motoring here through the last several points. Still, Shea Spadaro's been getting his efforts in. Look at the big fist pump there from Berg Mikkelsen. There's that sign asking Schellinger to be her Valentine. I have a suspicion that that's not too risky a request in these circumstances, although it would be pretty bold to bring a sign into a match like this one and just take your shot, but if that's the case, all credit to her. Aiden Delorier still serving out of the timeout. That over to the near side, Zippe. I'm not sure that ever cleared the net. Either way, it's a point for Loyola. Shosha was there. And we're going to get an interesting sub here. Tyler Howard subs in, redshirt sophomore. Loyola up 6, and into the bench goes Shane Davis. No, that was a Rockhurst point in the end. My mistake. I didn't think that ever cleared the net, but it went off Shosha and into the net. Ramblers get it right back, and now Howard will serve. Two-time academic All-MIVA honoree, Tyler Howard, the Anaheim Hills, California native. Serving long.
Point Hawks, service error. Now serving number 42, Tyler Zippe.
Zippe to serve. 12 assists for him so far today. Smits Van Ooyen, Schellinger. Point Hawks. Just waiting for a signal on if there was a deflection there. There was not. Rockhurst clawing their way back into this one. But Zippe's serve in the net. Ramblers to 20. And Schellinger to serve. A lot behind that one, but well received by Spadaro. Sawa got a piece of it. Schellinger kept it alive. What an effort. And Berg Mikkelsen over, but a free ball here for the Hawks. Zippe right to Howard in the end. Fabakovic for the kill. And you wish you could give more credit there to Josh Schellinger for saving that point for the Ramblers. Fabakovic gets the kill, his 7th. Another serve for Schellinger, and that super high toss of his. Collins, Zippe, near side. The attack by Human gets a kill.
Point Hawks. Rockers kill number 15, Quentin Human.
Ramblers lead by 6. And a serve here for Quentin Human. Sawa. Smits Van Ooyen. Howard, long.
Point Hawks, out of bounds.
Another serve here for Human. Looking to put pressure on the Ramblers at the end of the second set like they did at the end of the first Rockhurst. Smits Van Ooyen, though, wins the battle at the net. Klein checks back in, and Berg Mikkelsen will serve. Collins. Zippe one-handed on the set and got it done. The kill for Spadaro. Spadaro gets his 8th kill. Matches Schellinger for the match high. Wesley Yusk to serve. In the net that goes. 6th service error of the match by a Hawk. Smits Van Ooyen to serve. The set to the near side. Attacked by Sutphin. Fabakovic the other way. What a block. Spadaro, DeRoy, and Sutphin put the wall up for the Hawks. Take another look at this. And in the end, it was Spadaro who made the stop. Fabakovic, Smits Van Ooyen. Howard gets a kill. Big cheer from the Loyola bench for Tyler Howard. That's his first kill of the season. And it brings up set point Loyola, looking to go up 2-0. Fabakovic to serve for it. Not to be. Spadaro to serve.
Set point, Loyola.
Hawks need a big run here from Spadaro. On the far side, Howard gets a second kill and finishes it off set 2 for the Ramblers. They take it 25-19, taking a 2-0 lead here in Schellinger and Daniel Fabakovic with 8 kills each to lead the way. That man, Shea Spadaro, with 8 of his own to lead Rockhurst, but he's going to need some more help if Rockhurst is going to extend this match beyond this third set, which is underway. Schellinger starts it off with a nice changeup of a kill. Schellinger entering the afternoon hitting .388 on the season. Hitting right about 300 so far today. Zippe set that on a platter for Aaron DeRoy for the kill. DeRoy's 5th. And he'll serve. Going all the way over to that left-hand corner to serve. Fabakovic, Smits Van Ooyen. Howard staying out there to begin this third set, excuse me, as that's a nice kill on the far side for Sutphin. So to begin set 3, it's Tyler Howard staying out there. And Alexander Shosha on the bench. Another serve for DeRoy. Smits Van Ooyen, what a block! Wesley Yusk. Solo block for Yusk. That's worth another look. Denying Klein one-on-one. But a missed serve hands things back over to the Ramblers. Fabakovic to serve. Zippe, and that's going to be long from Sutphin. Point for the Ramblers. Collins, Zippe, and a kill for Quentin Human. Rockhurst very much not out despite being down 2 sets. Zippe the setter to serve. Sawa, Fabakovic, Schellinger on the run, kept off the floor. Zippe, that's blocked straight in the air and a whistle. Net violation on the Hawks. Yeah, so there's a miscommunication here. This ball, I'm pretty sure actually hit the ceiling, which means it's got to stay on the same side. The ref just signaled net violation, and Coach Corey Marks was understandably confused about that, and we play on. Serve goes long. Hawks get a point anyway. Now, it's not a very high ceiling here in Gentile Arena. Really only we'll call it a 2.5-story building in here with the Halo scoreboard in the middle. That's out of play. And the ball ends up in my lap for the second time today. Tyler Howard still out there, he'll serve. Howard entered the afternoon with only 9 sets all year. This is the most volleyball he's played in a match all season. Schellinger, nice effort. Smits Van Ooyen tees it up for Berg Mikkelsen. And Howard only appeared in 10 matches last year, so this has got to be approaching the most volleyball he's played in a match in his Rambler career already. Another serve for him is an ace. He's making sure he doesn't get subbed back out. His first one of those this season. Zippe. Zippe again. Blocked again. Sutphin the set this time. Kept alive by Smits Van Ooyen. And over by Sawa. Sutphin right at the net, brought it back. Howard. Van Ooyen. Blocked. And a nice job there. Guess who? Shea Spadaro. He's everywhere.
Rockhurst block number 10, Wesley Yes.
So the most volleyball that Howard's played in a match was back on March 7th of last year. He had 15 kills against Ball State on 25 total attacks. Well, that was improvised. Nice block, that'll stay in. Schellinger will claim it. And now he'll serve Josh Schellinger.
Rivers. Josh Schellinger with the block.
And another point for the point for the Hawks as that went out of play. As Will Sutphin will serve at 7, serving 8. Smits Van Ooyen, long way to go for Howard, and he got there.
Loyola kill number 29, Tyler Howard. Now serving for Loyola, number 5, Oscar Berg Mikkelsen.
Berg Mikkelsen to serve. The 7'2" freshman. Human stooped. Zippe kept that alive. Straight up in the air, and the block worked almost too well.
Rockhurst kill number 7, Shea Spadaro.
Just rolled through the block. Spadaro to serve. After Smits Van Ooyen wiped up some moisture on the floor. Sawa, Smits Van Ooyen, Howard, big block by DeRoy. It's a point for the Ramblers though, because it was almost blocked too well. That might have hit DeRoy in the chest. Hard to have much control in that situation over where the ball goes next. 10-8 Ramblers, Smits Van Ooyen serving. Zippe, and put away by DeRoy.
Point Hawks. Rockhurst kill number 11.
DeRoy gets his 7th kill. Placement over power on that occasion, and he'll serve now. Sawa, Smits Van Ooyen all the way over for Howard. He got too much of it.
Point Hawks.
Couldn't quite get his hand over that one. Another serve for DeRoy. Schellinger, Smits Van Ooyen, Vabakovic. It's got to go over, and it does. Free ball. Klein, Smits Van Ooyen from the back row. Schellinger for the kill.
Point Ramblers. Loyola kill number 20, Josh Schellinger.
Schellinger with his 11th kill. Long way to go. Great dig. And that is out of play. It's a point for the Hawks off the block. 11 all here in set 3.
Now serving number 42, Tyler Zippe.
Rockhurst gave Lewis all they could handle in the third set last night. That third set ended 28-26 Flyers, and the Hawks take the lead.
Point Hawks, double contact.
Sawa. Smits Van Ooyen sets it up for Klein. Ate his first kill in a while, his 6th of the afternoon. Back onto the floor comes Berg Mikkelsen. Klein to serve in the net. 11th service error of the match by the Ramblers. 13-12 Rockhurst. Again, this is a matchup last year that went to 4 sets. Ramblers wouldn't have been happy with that, especially the way the stats favored them. Howard. Sutphin with the pass this time, blocked by Howard and Berg Mikkelsen. Howard with another block. Smits Van Ooyen into the scores table. Schellinger. Human kept that alive. And then a kill for Shea Spadaro. His 10th. Not the substitution you might have expected. Jake Reed, the junior from Newport Beach, California. Maybe primarily in there for serve receive. Another serve for Human. Rockhurst up 4. Sawa. Smits Van Ooyen. Berg Mikkelsen. And unable to get there was Spadaro. Not for want of trying. Berg Mikkelsen gets his 6th kill. Tyler Howard to serve. And an ace! Tyler Howard gets his 2nd ace. That'll do a lot of good for momentum and confidence. Went to the same spot. Collins was there this time. Zippe. And that is going long, and another point for the Ramblers, back within 1. Another good serve from Howard. Collins again. Zippe. That's blocked, but wide. Another kill for Spadaro, his 11th. That is long. On the serve from Wesley Yusk, Ramblers get the serve right back. 8th service error of the match for the Hawks. And Reed now to serve for the first time since entering. He's 3rd on the team in kills last year. He's found playing time a little harder to come by this season. That attack is wide, and the Ramblers knotted up at 17. Another serve here for Reed. And that's not coming back over. 4 hits and a timeout by Rockhurst. They have Jake Reed preparing to continue serving out of the timeout. Collins. Zippe, that's blocked, too long.
Point Hawks. Rockhurst kill number 7, Shea Spadaro.
Spadaro, another kill. He's got 12. Sutphin serving. Long run here for Smits Van Ooyen, and a kill at the end of it for Daniel Fabakovic.
Loyola kill number
35th assist of the match for Smits Van Ooyen, somehow improving on his remarkable line of 11.1% as Lucas Anderson subs in to serve. Big serve and an ace.
Point Ramblers. A Loyola ace. Number 22, Lucas Anderson.
Fourth ace by a Rambler today. Against 0 for Rockhurst. Anderson again. Zippe through the block for a kill. Goes Shea Spadaro.
Point Hawks. Rockhurst kill number 7, Shea Spadaro.
Spadaro, who began his collegiate career at Lincoln Memorial University, where he was an ABCA All-American, before transferring to join this Rockhurst program in Division I. Reed, long run for Smits Van Ooyen. Fabakovic loops it to the center of the court, and that's over off the foot of Spadaro. He's doing it all today. Kill at the end, though, for the Ramblers.
Loyola kill number 27,
Aiden Klein gets the kill. You are, of course, still allowed to use any part of your body. You just can't make a deliberate kicking motion as if you were kicking a soccer ball. And a nice swing there by Aaron DeRoy for the kill. Rockhurst not going away here in the third, down just 1. 7 kills for Aaron DeRoy. He'll serve looking to tie things up here late in the third. Sawa, Smits Van Ooyen. Fabakovic gets the kill. And crucially gets the serve back for Loyola. Fabakovic's 10th kill of the match. He will serve. And that's a kill for Quentin Human. Rockford still have a 4th set in their sights.
Hawks kill number 15, Quentin Human.
Trying to take advantage of what has not been an especially clean frame from the hosts. Sawa, Smits Van Ooyen, Reed off the block, Collins, long run for Zippe, and a kill for Human. We are tied at 22. Shane Davis calls timeout. And we've got a 1-3 win by 2 here late in the third set. Can Loyola? Tyler Zippe serving. Sawa, Smits Van Ooyen, Howard straight down the line for the kill. That's his 5th. And Aiden Delorier, the freshman serving specialist, looking to come in and close this out. Delorier, deep breath. And it's long. 23 all. And we are now into a tennis deuce at 23 all. Win by 2. Quentin Human will serve to start this period of the match off. And he serves it in the net. And now match point for Tyler Howard, who's got a couple of aces. Could put an exclamation point on this match with a third, but we'll have an ice the server situation with the second timeout for Rockhurst. These Loyola fans who are on their feet will have to wait just that little bit longer. Zippe all the way back over, it's blocked, still alive. This is real tough. That goes, no, it doesn't get over. And Loyola take it in 3 sets, 25-22, 25-19, 23. The Ramblers improved to 8-4 in the season. They're 5-1 here on their home floor. The Hawks are 4-9, just 1-8 on their travels. Josh Schellinger, 11 kills. Daniel Fabakovic with 10 led the attack for Loyola. 38